Hey guys, the Fly Young Gentleman here, bringing you another episode of Bullshit News. And today it's really not going to be much about the news. It's going to be about ADHD. Now what happened is there's apparently a link between food dye and ADHD. Now let's talk a little bit about ADHD. Okay, so if you don't know what it is, it's when your parents never told you to sit the fuck down and eat dinner. Many people are going to argue and say that it's a real mental disorder, but I argue. Now, ADHD, there's an author, okay, and he was I believe a neurologist actually, who turned into an author, and he wrote a book saying how all the things of ADHD are symptoms. All the symptoms are just symptoms, and that's it. They lead to other things, but all they did was made ADHD so that all they're doing is grouping a bunch of symptoms that could really mean many other things. Now, I strongly believe that all it is symptoms for something else, and I don't think that ADHD is a real disorder, because I believe that there may be some people who genuinely have trouble focusing, but it's very easily curable without giving them an amphetamine. I think all you have to do is really try and focus and work every day towards your goal, like everything else. ADHD is a bullshit disease, and that's why it's on Bullshit News. And it's all over the news all the time. And people say it's overdiagnosed, which there's a lot of evidence claiming it's not overdiagnosed. It is just, but here's the thing. One of the things they use to say that it's actually not overdiagnosed, and they said that I believe what it is right here. I'm going to read it. It goes, they need to know whether, they have to say for it to be overdiagnosed, it needs to have a bigger rate of false positives. They need to have a larger rate of false positives, and for them inappropriately diagnosed with ADHD. But the thing is how do you recognize a false positive when they immediately give you an amphetamine to drug the fuck out of your child? See, that's the thing. There's a huge hole in that, because how do you know if it's a false positive with ADHD? You can't know. You can't say, oh, well, all of a sudden I focus better now. I don't know. A lot of people have trouble focusing, but it doesn't mean they have a disorder. It means that their mind is maybe they're stressed, maybe they're busy, maybe there's a lot of things they're thinking about at the moment. It doesn't mean that they have a disorder. And the problem is the only reason that ADHD is so big is because really it's just a big pill-popping pharmaceutical mafia right now. Everyone's popping pills now, and they just need another way to drug the fuck out of your kids. So here, they're just going to shove them down your throat. They don't care. Yeah, buy this, it makes your kids smarter. That's literally what they advertise it is. That Ritalin and shit, I guarantee is going to be legal for everybody soon, and they're just going to say, yeah, take it makes you smarter. But because people are dumb, so they always want to make themselves smarter, and which is good. It's good to want to be smarter. But the problem is they're trying to look for an easy way other than going out in the field and doing what they want to learn or reading a fucking book. What they choose to do is take the easy bitch way out and very easily just say, okay, yeah, I'll take a pill that makes me a genius, because I think that's how it works. But really, that's not how it works. All it does is it does not make you smarter. It makes it so that you focus very hard on one thing. If you want to focus really hard on one thing, go smoke a joint. I guarantee you'll get that same feeling. But it's such a bullshit disease that I literally cannot take anyone seriously ever in anything when someone tells me they have ADHD, they lose all credibility as a source for anything ever. I'm just telling you now. So if you go, oh yeah, I have ADHD, you have no credibility in my book. Like the next thing you say, it could be, completely true and based on 100% fact, but you're lying. Because when you get diagnosed with something, you should not just say, okay, yes, I have it. You should really look into it and see, do I really have it? Do I really have it? Or are they just trying to shove pills down my throat? Because I'm complaining, they don't want to hear me complain. You gotta look. You have to be very active in your health care, and that's something that nobody does, and it's really a shame. And the disease, yes, I believe that there's some, and there's this conspiracy that well, it's not all entirely, I'll tell you the conspiracy part, but what it is there's fluoride, and fluoride is very bad for you, and fluoride is in most of people's waters, and it's really bad for you. Look it up, all based on fact. Fluoride literally lowers your IQ, and it also gives you a lot of the symptoms that are very similar to ADHD. It's been proven that it is very bad for you. Go look it up. It's a poison, and it's going to kill you if you drink it. I mean, literally. It'll kill your brain first. It'll turn you into a vegetable before you actually die. But the conspiracy is that the government is putting it in our water to make us more stupid and kill us. I don't believe that. I don't. I believe the government is trying to make us more stupid, but in another way. And I don't think that the government is that stupid where they would pull a childish move like poisoning the water fucking supply on their own people. It's very funny because if you actually think like an intelligent being, you can really pull apart a lot of these theories. But a lot of the theories are very true. Like Mark Dice puts out a lot of very good information. There's people like him, like Alex Jones and stuff. They put out solid information, but it's honestly, it is a fucking joke because why would the government poison their own people with fluoride? Why would they do that? If you're saying to make them more stupid, yes, it makes them more stupid, but then they won't be able to, but it makes them stupid in a way that's literally debilitating towards anything that produces anything. So your production's going to go down and businesses are really going to sloop down. And it's just stupid. It's not true. They're not doing it on purpose to kill us. I believe fluoride, they thought it was good for your teeth, which may even be proven false now. But I feel like they thought it was good for your teeth, so they put it in the water. Simple as that. I don't think they put it in there to fucking kill us. I think that's a little ridiculous because if they really, they wanted to kill us, they would put a lot more things. There's a lot of other ways. I'm just telling you that theory is bullshit. But anyways, the whole point of me telling you any of that was because a lot of the symptoms of fluoride poisoning are very similar to ADHD. Very. On par. So that's one possibility. I believe that makes a lot of sense. Personally, I think it makes a lot of sense. But what I really think it is that your parents never told you to sit the fuck down and eat your dinner. And let me explain. I have no symptoms of ADHD. They tried to tell me, I remember a long time ago, I went to a therapist. Long story. Or whatever, yeah, I think it was called, psychologist. And he's a real, doctor and everything. And my parents sent me there a long time ago. They sent me there because they believed I had a lot of problems. Not necessarily true. I just was angry. Anyway, long story. But I went, and I only went, I think, 2 times because I didn't want to go to that shit, literal shit. And then at the end of it, I found him to be a very respectable guy, and I really respected everything he said until when we started, when they brought my mom in, and they brought us in, and then they were talking, and then he came to the conclusion that I have ADHD because I said I don't like school. I was never built for school. It's not for me. I've been rich since the late 80s. No, not really. It's a Juicy J reference. But school is stupid. College is not stupid. But all high school, middle school, elementary school, I hated it all. I hated it all because it's literally meant to dumb you down. I shit you not. But anyway, they tried to say that I had ADHD because I didn't want to go to school and I hated doing homework, and I felt like it was a waste of time because they're trying to shove things down my throat that I don't need to know or I already know. And so he said that I have ADHD because I didn't want to go to school. So they were literally going to drug the fuck out of me. I shit you not. And I told them that if you shove a pill anywhere near my fucking face, I will fucking kill you. I told them that. I shit you not. I told them that if they put a pill anywhere near me, I'm going to kill them. I didn't care. I said, that's ridiculous. You're not going to shove an amphetamine. I looked into it. I think I was like 11 years old. And I was very, 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 very mature for I looked like I was fucking 20 ever since I was like 10 years old. But I remember I was like really young and I looked into it really hardcore. I was like, well, maybe I do have it. Maybe I'm just in denial because they said that I have it. And then I looked into it and I said, this is not me at all. This is not me at all. And then I go and I bring the facts against them that I'm not like that at all. And they said, well, you can't focus on your schoolwork. I said, who the fuck said I can't focus on my schoolwork? Motherfucker, I don't want to do my schoolwork. I am pushing it away forcefully. I'm not trying to focus and not able to. I'm just completely disregarding it as a whole. And they kept trying to blow me off as I'm a kid. I don't know anything at the time. And they go, oh, yeah, you're a kid. You don't know anything. You know, shut up pretty much. And that's another thing. It's completely ridiculous. If they were to, I never took a pill. I never took an ADHD pill, and I'm so glad I didn't. Because even upon after that further researching even more and more and more, I really got into it when they said my friend had it, and I told him that it's not a real disease, and he said that yes it is, and then we had a huge argument how it's not real, and if people were all had fucking, because there's everyone cannot fucking focus, everyone's like, oh yeah, I can't focus on my homework right now, and they go and they smoke, or they go and they fucking drink, or they go and they eat food, whatever, and then they take a break and come back and they're fine. But see, people, they want a pill to make them smarter, like I said, and then they'll do whatever they can to get that pill, and well, they think it makes them smarter, but really it's making them more stupid. But anyway, ADHD is a bullshit disease. Anyone who argues with me is stupid, and I never do that ever. I always like to have intelligent conversations, but when it comes to this, you can't have an intelligent conversation anymore because everyone thinks that they're right. And so I'm just going to leave it there. ADHD is a bullshit disease. The symptoms are real, and they can mean other things, but ADHD is I'm sorry, I keep saying disease, and I know someone's going to fucking call me out for that. I know it's a disorder, but it's not real. It's fake. But the symptoms are real, and they can mean other things. And if you have a lot of if you're really that bad at focusing, and you cannot, you literally cannot sit down and read a book, because if you tried, your eyes would go everywhere, and you just fucking start flipping out, then you probably have schizophrenia. And you know what? Honestly, yeah, there's so many diseases you probably have. But anyway. If anyone ever tells you that you have ADHD or you have ADD because you don't want to do schoolwork and you think it's bullshit, here's my advice to you. Don't listen to them. They're very stupid. You are not stupid. You do not have a disorder. You're fine. You just don't want to do school. That's literally, you do not want to go to school. That is why you're not disordered. You have no disable, or you are not disabled. My English was really shitty right there for some reason, and you're fine. You just don't want to do it. Don't listen to anyone. Don't let them tell you you have a fucking made up disease. You're fine. If they ever tell you that because of school, if they tell you because you really cannot focus and you really you have a problem, a very bad problem, you should tell them, no, I don't have ADHD. Can you tell me the real reason why I can't focus? And then, test you and see what the reason is. Maybe it's foods you're eating. Maybe there's a lot of things it could be. Honestly, it's not ADHD. You can't contract ADHD. It's not a disease. You can't contract it. You can't randomly get it one day. Well, you technically can randomly get it one day, but well, not ADHD because you can't get it. It's fake. But I'm saying the symptoms, yeah, you can. But the symptoms often are something else. And it's funny because I know someone whose two sons actually were both diagnosed with ADHD, and they ended up looking into it. And the reason he couldn't focus at all was because I forgot what it was, but it was a food or drink he was eating, and it really messed with his head for some reason. I have no idea why. I'm sorry I don't have any other details, but I remember that as soon as he stopped eating, he was fine. So I want to leave it there. I don't want to bore you guys to death with my talking, but I will. I know I'm pretty entertaining. I know, very fly, and very very gentleman-like. But ADHD is fake, and don't let anyone tell you different. And unless someone proves to me that it is not a fake disorder and it's not just a variety of symptoms that they mash together and try and make a disease so that they can drug the shit out of our children, then show me the evidence. But right now, in this point in time, it is completely bullshit. And my stance on it is very strong. And I really am I'm heavily against all of that shit because they're giving you a modified meth to focus you, and I think it's ridiculous. But anyway, let me know what your feelings are on ADHD down in the comment section down below. If you disagree with me, I hate you. You unsubscribe. No, I'm fucking around. If you disagree, tell me why, and show me some evidence as of why I'm wrong. Because I've done so much research at this point. I'm fucking a doctor, and it's bullshit. It just is. It really is. But the symptoms can be from a lot of things. You can have like very bad focusing, and it can be hard for you to focus, and it can be hard for you to pay attention because of many other things. So I think people just need to stop throwing around ADHD for an excuse to make their kids get drugged up and shut up, and actually be active in what's wrong with their children and wrong with themselves. But anyway, guys, that's all I had to say for today. It's the TheFlyYoungG here, and remember to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Comment in the comment section down below. It's the TheFlyYoungG here. Remember to have class and get that ass, and I'm out. I'll see you guys Monday.